RSX. We'll hopefully get a lot done today. Need to torque the drain plug of the transmission. I just got it flushed out, and then rewire the hoses for the transmission cooler. After I do that, I'll put the radiator on, connect the hoses up, and then put the condenser. So we'll see how far I could get today. Just want to set up a live stream to show anyone while I'm doing the maintenance work here, maintenance and install work. Important to gear up with gloves, safety goggles, headlamp. Oh, thank you.
Think fast. Nice catch.
Thank you. Safety goggles.
I need to take a break.
And then I looked up on Google Gemini that torque spec is 33 foot-pounds for the drain plug of the transmission. So I'll set it up on my torque wrench here. Okay, so put a little extender on my torque wrench. The drain plug bolt is right there. Nice. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi. So I'm going to torque until it clicks. So once it's clicked, the torque is set to what's on the torque wrench. So it's important not to over tighten it, or else you'll strip threads and overdo it on the washer, and you don't want that. A lot of problems. Okay, so now I got the drain plug torqued up. Let me work on the transmission hosing wire. I got a transmission cooler. And the existing hoses are a little short, so to remove it here, take off these old hose clamps. And to do that, I'm going to use my trusty pliers. I already drained out my transmission fluid, so there shouldn't be too much transmission fluid leaking through these hoses. Hello, hi people on the chat. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday afternoon. let me know in the comments on what your Saturday plans are. I'm gonna be working on this car for the next 3 hours, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, once the hose clamp is off, just wiggle it off here. And just twist it. If you can't twist it off, just try to use a like a little plastic pry bar, which I'm gonna get. Maybe I'll use a flathead. See if I can get some leverage into the hose here. So I'm pretty tight. Since this is an old hose, I'm not really being too careful here. Just want to get it off so I can replace it with new hoses. So yeah, I got it to twist off now. Okay. Alright, next I'll remove this hose. And you want to help zoom in to this area?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Thanks. So, yeah, these are hose clamps that you have to apply pressure to release the tension. I don't like these, but
They do the job.
oh yeah, they do the job. And once I get them off, I'm going to replace them with these type of hose clamps, which are a lot easier to tighten and remove.
Also, happy Saturday, everyone.
Yeah, I asked anyone if they want to share what they're doing this weekend.
Yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Ham, what you doing this weekend? Besides learning on how to fix the cars.
Alright, so yeah, it's a little wedge in there, and you could twist the old hoses off. Yeah, this one has some leftover transmission fluid, so try not to get it build to your floor.
Thank you for viewing in. You know, just car stuff. The best is the stuff that you need to know, because if you don't do it yourself, you're gonna be up the yin yang and monies. So good job, Richard.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so I got the old hoses off. The transmission cooler comes with a nice piece of long new transmission fluid hose.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to maybe cut roughly half and reattach it.
What would you do? You want me to get you some? Or you got everything?
Oh, I haven't got everything. Yeah. So I have these hefty shears to help cut the hose. I'm going to cut it roughly half. Oops.
Did you measure it?
No, it's just rough.
So just play it like how I make rice?
Let me cut it evenly.
Alright, he just cut the hose, as you can tell.
Yeah, so.
With his shears.
Yep. Alright, now I can attach the hose on and then put on the hose clamps.
Also, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. This is hard work. Maybe his girlfriend will learn something from this. Also subscribe if you would like as well.
So attaching the new hose with the new hose clamp on it. So it's attached on. I'll have to tighten it with a flathead.
Oh, sorry guys, the video quality. I'll zoom out a little bit. So sorry.
Okay, get it nice and snug.
Zoom in and zoom back out.
Yeah, clockwise is the way to tighten things. Universal way to tighten things.
Thank you for the extra like, you guys.
And then I'm going to reattach the other hose, which I where did I disconnect it? I disconnected it here.
Where are you gonna attach the other hose to?
It's over here.
Oh, okay.
Right here. So I just had to get the other hose clamp. Give me a second to get that. Wherever it went. Excuse me.
Oh, camera wants to follow me.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Stay here, camera. Alright.
Alright, here, let go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn.
And then reset it.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to setting.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Good job.
Thanks. So just reinserting the new hose in. Try to get it in as far as the old hose was. You want to go this way? Okay. Okay. So another tip is to use a hand drill. So it would save on some wrist action. To tighten these hose clamps. Okay. And then you can do the finishing touch using a screwdriver. Okay, and then just give it a little tug to make sure that it's clamped on, so it's nice and snug. All right. Now that the hoses are replaced, I'm going to attach the radiator back onto the car and switch out the gloves because my gloves are oily. I got the Hardy 7mm heavy duty nitrile gloves from Harbor Freight. These been working pretty well. so I'm gonna just get my clamps onto the hoses ready. And then move aside all the wiring. Okay, so I'm gonna move in the radiator carefully. Okay, so just get it in place and then finish it. Oh, hello everyone. Okay, so once it's in a spot, try to get the hoses on. So there's a top hose here. So it's connected like this. Okay. Wiggle it on completely, and then you can tighten the hose clamp. Hello. Okay. Nice and snug. So there's going to be a few more hoses below that to get down under. As you can see, I already pre-assembled the fans. Let me bring it down under here. Let you see what's going on. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of wires and like this hose clamp needs to be attached there, right here. So I'm going to do that. Oh, sorry. I'll set the camera back on the tripod here. So just for the viewers right now, I'm underneath the car, putting back the hoses. Okay. So I would like to show you also where the radiator needs to sit. So there's going to be these mounting holes here, right there. They can slot in the radiator, and then another one right here. Yeah, you can see that goes in. This one needs to wiggle in. course, you need to put back this bracket so it connects these brackets onto the frame of the car. All right. Right, next, we'll have to connect all the electrical connections, like the fan. There's a sensor for the coolant. Let's see if I can get you guys a better view. So yeah, what I'm talking about is gotta connect all these electrical harnesses together. Alright, so I'm just gonna get low so I can get a good view of where I need to connect things. Huh. So it's having a hard time connecting. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I think the easiest connection is one of the fan connections here. So I'm going to just connect it, and then I'll slowly figure out where the rest of the cables are going to go. So yeah, it's pretty simple to slide and click. Okay, next I'll work on this harness. Okay, so I see one locked in. So get you a better look. So there's a fan connection there. This one is probably the sensor. So that snaps in there. And then finally, this one connects. So let me do that. Okay. All right, so now there's just one more connector to work with. That one. Which should be the HUD latch. Okay, so more or less, the radiator is fully connected with the fan assembly. So again, tighten the one of the radiator hoses here. all got all the electrical connections in. All right, so now let me work on getting the condenser on. So yeah, starting to look good. Brand new radiator. The Mushimoto. And if you happen to change your radiator for a automatic RSX, this is a sport radiator, so it's meant for a manual transmission, and you would need a separate transmission cooler for your automatic transmission, which is this guy, transmission cooler. Alright, so I'm going to put in the condenser. Try to be careful fitting this in. Let me take this off. Try my best to angle in the condenser. Okay, and then attach the condenser hose in. And the 10 millimeter. Okay, so it needs a 10 millimeter bolt. Would have been maybe nice if I kept better track of my bolts. Okay, I just need to look for a extension. Oh. So yeah, I found my extension. Alright. Alright, so I'm tightening the high side hose of the condenser. Get nice and snug. Giving a little tug. What's the torque spec? That's a good question. Let me take a look. Do a quick Google search here. Torque spec of Acura RSX condenser. 10 foot-pounds. Okay, so thank you. So I have my torque wrench. Going to set it to 10 foot-pounds. Thanks for the tip. It's going to do it anyways. I know this extension will kind of change the torque on it, but I'll just do it like this. Oh, thanks, Paul, for subbing and liking. Appreciate it. All right, so that's torqued at 10 foot-pounds. Had a nice click. So now I can sleep at night, not worrying about the top size hose being under torqued. Okay, so now next is the bottom size hose. This is also another 10 millimeter. I also replaced the O-ring. Okay. So this one is also another 10 millimeter. Okay. So it's snug. Going to use a torque wrench now. So yeah, this is a Acura RSX. It's the base model 5-speed automatic. Yeah, trying to get the radiator replaced, which I did just now, and now the condenser, and then once those are on, put the bracket, refill the transmission fluid and add the coolant, and then charge the AC system, and it'll be good to go. See how far I get today. So set my torque wrench to 10 foot-pounds from earlier and just kind of torque it to that spec. Alright, so the torque wrench clicked. It's torqued at 10 foot-pounds. Alright, now I just have to mount the condenser on the side brackets. So there's like a rubber spacer that'll fit on the corners here. So just remember to keep your old condenser spacers. That's what you got to use when you replace with the new condenser. You use a spacer. Yeah, it's one of my cars. It's one I've neglected care until now, so I'm gonna spend some quality time with this car today. Yeah, it's been a while since I've driven her. Hopefully, so yeah, this whole past month it's been in the garage and slowly working out the maintenance items. So I replaced the oil drain pan. I had to, once I did that, swapped out the condenser radiator. I also changed out the compressor. Once all that's done, I'll put back the bumper and then put the subframe back on, and then it can be, and then yeah, recharge all the fluids and stuff. Time for burnouts. Yeah, I don't know. I probably want to keep the car in good shape, so just go out for drives on to the grocery store. So yeah, I'm just sliding out my spacer. Yeah. Once it's in, I'll use a bolt to tighten it to this part of the frame. Maybe I'll just spray a little bit of WD-40 to lubricate this section and be easier to slide on. Give me a second to grab that. I don't know how you can wear those blue gloves. When I wear those, they just end up ripping right away. Alright, so that's why go for the 7mm heavy duty nitrile type gloves. So these are thicker than your typical home cleaning gloves. They've been yeah, pretty good. Alright, yeah, no problem. Okay, so yeah, all the way. How's the weather? So yeah, weather's good. Yeah, it's just taking a little bit of effort to put the spacer in. Okay, so just slid in right now. So yeah, I reside in a lovely place called San Diego, where the weather's 70 and sunny, so I can't complain there. I hope to maybe get a haircut later, so I'll roll down the windows, get the nice breeze while get the airflow in my hair before getting it cut. Yeah, I don't know. How's the weather over there? $10mm spacers. Okay. Oh, 88. Well, not terribly hot. That's at least a good thing. We probably get around that temp end of August. That's when the heat comes in. Here it's hot August and September. I don't know. I feel like for a lot of people, they enjoy sitting in 140-degree saunas. It's a little strange for me. I'm personally not a sauna guy, but yeah, when I hear when people complain about like 100+ degree weather and at the same time so many people enjoy sauna, I'm like, what the heck? Why would you want to sit in a sauna when people complain about 100-degree weather? Oh, Wisconsin, that's cool. To make a trip more in the mid-coast, mid-north coast. So what's there to do in San Diego? Yeah, it depends what you're into. There's a big beer culture here. A lot of people enjoy the breweries here. There's a good amount of beaches that are very pretty here. There's a few renowned theme parks like SeaWorld and Legoland and some water parks. A lot of people, especially myself, are into the Mexican food. So I highly recommend tacos and burritos here. I hope you enjoy your trip. I think you could get by on without spending too much money. Yeah, definitely eating out will be a bit of a ding on your wallet. But yeah, the beaches are free to enjoy here. Tacos aren't really expensive here. There's a lot of discounts during the summer for the theme parks. There's like a city pass that you can get discounted pricing for like the zoo and tack on the other places to check out. There's museums here, and I think it's all one price package for it. Yeah, next I'm going to add the second spacer onto this side. Shoot a little tight space here. Maybe I should have done it before I put it in. Well, yeah, I would highly recommend checking out Stone Brewery. It's my girlfriend's favorite brewery spot. They have a really cool location in Escondido. So it's a little north of San Diego, but I highly recommend it. They have great food. The space is really cool. Yeah, there's decent barbecue here. But yeah, I'd say specialty in San Diego is Mexican food and beer. Yeah, but okay, so anything you should be aware of for 4 days while you're there. Never been to the coast, super excited. Yeah, I'm glad that you're taking some time to check out this place. 4 days is I think a good amount of time to explore San Diego. I highly recommend the beaches, and I really enjoy going to the zoo here. I think having a plan is always good. Depends on which area you're in San Diego, but I think grouping activities day by day would help with getting a lot done during your trip here. So if you happen to go to the zoo, there's also Balboa Park next to the zoo that has a lot of museums there. Check out. The zoo is also nearby Old Town, which is I think a really good spot to get Mexican food. So that could already be like a super full day to spend, and then have another day for like the beaches. So if you're in the south part of San Diego, there's Imperial Beach. If you're in the middle, it's Mission Beach, Pacific Beach, La Jolla Beach. And then north part, I would recommend Torrey Pines or Solana Beach or Oceanside Beach. But yeah, the beaches aren't really crowded during the weekend, so you're maybe want to plan a beach day that's not on a weekend. That'd be a smart thing to do. And then yeah, another day to check out breweries if you're into that. Of course, glad to share info on things to do here in San Diego. Yeah, SeaWorld and the zoo are a lot of fun if it's your first time. SeaWorld has a brand new jellyfish exhibit that opened up a couple months ago. They also have some thrilling rides recently that have opened. Personal favorite is the electric eel. And then second favorite would be the Emperor ride, and then third is the Arctic Rescue ride. For the zoo, there's actually two locations. One is the San Diego Zoo in Balboa. The second one is the San Diego Safari. So they do have like passes where you can go to both, but they're not really close to each other. So I would recommend out of the two, the San Diego Zoo, and then if you really want to check out the other one, it's a little more north in Escondido, for the wildlife safari park. But yeah, the zoo, they have pandas, which is cool. They have, of course, all sorts of animals. But the pandas they're quite popular. So you could expect a line. Whew. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. I put a little bit of oil. It's a little tight spot here to slide a rubber spacer in. Should I try a screwdriver? Okay. Try a screwdriver. better view what's going on here. Okay, so just need to slide the rubber spacer into this hole there, and then it'll be easy to mount the bolt back relatively compared to this one. Yeah, what I should have done is before I put in the condenser, bang it in with the rubber mallet. Maybe that's a tip for anyone that happened to change out their condenser. Learn from my mistakes. But yeah, since I already put the condenser in to the spot, I rather just struggle it through. Hopefully it just pops in after a few more pushes. Yeah, I don't know. This one's a little tough. If I really have to, I don't know, maybe take off the headlight. The headlight just gives me more space. Yeah, I'll probably try that out. So yeah, I'll just take out the headlight for now. Yeah, so for these Hondas, it just seems to only use 10 millimeters everywhere. So there's a couple bolts on the top. And then I think there's another one. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's actually two. One on the side and one on the bottom. Right. Right now, have a lot of access. So no excuse for me to not put this on. Okay, halfway on. Oh, this might be the hardest thing today. Oh, okay, so yeah. Put that down successfully after, I don't know, a little too long of a struggle, but that's how it is sometimes. Just work patiently through it. Yeah, thank you. So, set that in. To worry about putting back the headlight, but now we can move forward and resume our install. Okay. So turn this up. Okay. It's enough that it's on. Yeah, I agree. Doing it yourself is a great way to get your hands involved with your own car and developing skills to save yourself money instead of getting, I don't know, charged an arm and a leg. So, yeah, I mean, this car is hand-me-down, so I definitely wouldn't want to spend, like, I don't know what they're charging these days on a old car. Instead, yeah, said save money and spend an afternoon doing it yourself is more rewarding. Yeah, I feel like if you're really into the car maintenance technician space, I don't know, there's a lot of people that only go by Snap-ons and Matco tools, and they charge, I think, a lot of money for the quality tools, but I just get stuff from Harbor Freight because they work and they're relatively, they're just a lot more affordable than Snap-on and Matco. Although they do provide student discounts if you do invest in high quality tools, you could get it for cheaper if you're a student. So yeah, now yeah, I agree. I am on the same boat as well. All my stuff is Harbor Freight. And yeah, they work. They work. Alright, so let me just get a moment to take a breather and see what progress we've done so far. So condenser is on. Radiator is on. A little loose, but it's on. Once I put this T-bracket in, should keep things stable. Yeah, halfway there. Let me put back my headlight before I forget. Whew. Um. mhm. Yeah, so far so good. Hopefully I'll get this car out of here this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
my plan. But thanks, Paul, for offering. Hopefully I get everything that I need to get done this weekend, and maybe we could just hang out instead. uh, Alright, just working on putting my headlight back on. Alright, so it's important not to like over torque these bolts. Just enough to be snug. Um, I like to just snug it up evenly too, especially when it comes to the headlights. You just want to make sure it's seated evenly against the bumper, or else you'll get uneven gaps. All right. Okay, next I'm just gonna reinsert this frame. Try to line things up. I'm gonna wear my automotive gloves just because I don't want to get my hands too dirty. So U-line gloves, they're my favorite pair that I love to wear because, I don't know, even though U-line's meant for the warehouse activities, they make great solid automotive gloves as well. Okay, so make sure you line it up. Like this hole lines up. The one in right corner lines up. Make sure everything lines up before we tighten things. All right, now it's just a matter of getting the bolts in, tightening it up. So, Harbor Freight, it's brand Pittsburgh Automotive. Recommend a magnetic parts holder like this. So I put the parts onto this pan and it just sticks on and comes handy when I need it. There's a little bug on it. They're all, I think, pretty much the same bolts, so I'm not mixing the bolts around. As long as they fit. And to make my life easier, I'm going to use a electric electric ratchet. Try not to over torque it, so just apply a little bit of pressure on the trigger. notice a little bit of pressure as it's getting the thread in. Okay, so just a latch connection for the hood, and then a couple bolts, one underneath. Oh yeah, there's also another one here. So that one. Okay, for this one I need a washer. Okay, let me see if I can better secure the radiator. So yeah, there should be a bracket where the where I would bolt this on. Should hopefully can secure the radiator. So I'm gonna go underneath the car. Alright, so where the bottom bolt needs to be a longer one, try this one. And then I will sneak through the hood latch connection as well. Okay. Probably end the stream here. Take a break. Thank you for watching this live stream. I got the radiator on, the condenser on, for the Acura RSX. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this live stream. Hope you have a great Saturday. Goodbye.